A couple days ago, Cenat goes to New York City. If you don't know, he's the most popular live streamer that is in this urban, just not only urban, but really internet culture, like English world, right? He's the biggest streamer. He streams on Twitch, also streams also on Rumble. Now, he is from New York City. He's living in Atlanta. And through him living in Atlanta, he's gained this huge fan base just across the world. So he wanted to go back home to New York and give out or do a giveaway, which happens to be like some PS5s, which are PS5s still coveted? You know, I still don't have one. He wanted to give a bunch of PS5s away. He announces this on a stream. His stream usually has frequently 80,000 to 100,000 people on it. Obviously, he's thinking, all right, maybe I get like 500 people that show up. He announces a public place, which is Union Square. And there's actually a video of him. Let me see if I can find the video. Give me 1 second. Trying to see if I could pull up, because there's a video of him like being on stream, like literally telling people where they could come and like meet up with him. And he's like, yo, we're going to be across the street from blah, blah, blah. And essentially that shit just went all the way left. Anyway, I don't have it right now. Okay, so he does this giveaway, and I think we can just kind of. It looks something like this.
Y'all about to see NYPD, bro. Security, look, police over there. Welcome to New York, bro. I'm telling you, it's a lot of y'all out there right now. Everybody who's out there, make sure y'all safe. Appreciate everybody who popped out for y'all, bro. We gonna make sure it's safe, bro. We're not gonna do nothing until it's safe. Yeah, we gotta make sure it's safe. Everybody's good. But find us already. Hold on, clear this whole side if you could, so he can see. Yeah, look. Oh, they see already, bro. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, it feels so good to be here. Like hometown, like it's home court advantage. We got home court advantage, bro. Home court advantage.
Okay, so this is kind of his vlog. I'm gonna show you some of the chaos of what was happening outside the bus.
And streamer organized a giveaway in Union Square Park on Friday. Supposed to be PlayStation 5s that they were handing out. Instead, it turned into mayhem when some in the crowd of thousands of people, mostly young people, became violent toward police and people in the area. There were several injuries, and some people even ended up in the hospital. Police arrested about 66 people, dozens of which are underage. Mayor Adams spoke about the chaos and the role parents play in the lives of their kids. Take a listen.
Okay. And before that happened, this is like a bunch of videos of kind of like what happened. So police is trying to take him away. His security is also trying to jump in like, yo, what the fuck? That, I believe, is like maybe the police chief. By the way, this young woman has reached out to me. She said she wanted to explain herself, which I'm like, I think this is kind of self-explanatory to me. Yeah, I'll just kind of move on from that TOS up. Then there were just some people just doing dumb shit. Yep.
Nah, y'all niggas is fucking up. We can't have shit. Nah, y'all niggas is fucking.
Good old New York City.
What? What? No. I gotta go. What?
So they just stole like some truck. Some more bullshit over here. Okay. The scrapping for life. Let me tell you this. These niggas better be happy they're in New York City. In Florida, nigga, I don't care what color the nigga is who owns this car. If he get out and give you 5 to the dome, y'all better not march for this little nigga. I don't care what y'all talking about. If this is Florida and whoever owned this car get out and get his boy 5 to the dome, y'all better say, hopefully in the next life he live, he make better decisions. I hope y'all say that. Because sometimes we be acting like, yo, people just all the way. This right here is vandalism, niggatry, just explicit and unexcusatory behavior at the highest level. Whoever who owns like the property that's being destroyed, like these are hardworking people. For somebody who like obviously, you know, and I'm gonna get to the Kai part of this. Y'all come out for a giveaway. I don't care how lit y'all might think it is to destroy other people's property. I think that's whack. And also, you can tell this nigga's cloud chasing so much. Like this is what I'm saying. If he got clapped, like you just gotta chalk it up. You know what I mean? You put a nice little headstone. Here lies the cloud chaser. He died for the cloud. That's it. You get what I mean? You getting sturdy while destroying a nigga's car. I got no sympathy for niggas like this. I'm sorry. Okay.
You have to be here to understand.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. This shit look like if you've ever been in which part of New York is it in? The Caribbean parade, like the West Indian Day parade. Oh my God, this looks like that. Now, it appears like about like between 5 and 10,000 people. So this giveaway solicited about 5 and 10,000 people. First and foremost, let me address the Kai part of this, right? 100%, Kai has to be blamed a bit, right? I personally don't think he had bad intentions. I do think he had a pure heart in trying to do something good. But I think he also doesn't understand his own popularity, mostly because he's usually at the crib, you know what I mean? And he's usually putting in work. He's usually not really going outside and seeing the effects of how popular he is. Like, if you ask me, I think Kai Cenat could easily, like, and this might sound wild to y'all, right? Well, maybe not sell out. But if Kai Cenat, his fame and popularity is so much, he could have 20,000 people out there. You know what I mean? That's like enough to fill a Barclays Center. That's a whole lot of fucking people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now, granted, most of these are kids, like, you know, it's a free event, so, you know, they're showing up. Obviously, they have to pay. Maybe they wouldn't. But regardless, I think this was a wake-up call for him, or I hope it was. I don't think he knew his clout outside of the internet was that crazy. And maybe I'm like copping a plea for him and I'm giving him some excuse. But when you don't go outside a lot, and when I mean, I hate that term, go outside. When you're not, when your only metric to judge your success is tweets and viewers, you don't know how popular you really are. You really don't. I mean, I don't know how popular I am still. And I've been doing this a long time. So granted, do I think he really believed that it was only going to be 500 people that showed up? Nah. And by the way, YouTubers and Twitch streamers do this all the time. They're like, yo, we're doing a giveaway or a meetup or whatever the case is. And it usually goes pretty decent. They're just not at his scale. I definitely believe that he thought that maybe max 1,000, 1,500, maybe not even 1,500, but he would think that if it got too crazy, the police would easily break it up. This shit was just some whole nother level. Somebody says, no, he measures success by the bank account. But still, that doesn't... There's another streamer. His name is XQC. We had him on here. We did a whole interview with him. He probably has tens of millions in the bank, but he's not thinking that if he tweets out something or tweets out a public location that he could show up to, that it's going to be 20,000 or 10,000 people there. So, again, I'm giving him a pass for that. Obviously, you get this pass one time at least from me, right? Yo, you can't move like that. Whoever is your team, your assistants, I wouldn't say handlers because these, these guys are not handlers. And when I mean handlers, like handlers are usually for people like super in industry positions because they tell him what to do. I think Kai could do whatever the fuck he wants. But whoever his advisors are, I think they would have realized this was a fucking horrible decision. Now, he did catch some charges. He caught a few felonies, and this is what the cops
Are you going to charge Kai Cenat?
Yes. The influence is charged. He's going to be charged with multiple counts, at least 2 counts of inciting a riot, unlawful assembly, and a few other charges.
Ali here at 1010. Are you going to charge?
Okay. So he's getting hit with a few felonies. Honestly, here's the thing, and I hope he takes the right lesson from this, because in the internet clout chasing world, first of all, those felonies are all going to get knocked down, right? They're all going to get knocked down. Like, yes, I know for y'all it looked like January 6th or whatever, but they're probably going to give him something like, illegal assembly, hit it down to misdemeanor. He's not getting a felony, right? Like, he has great lawyers. They're going to probably talk about it. Maybe he has to do some community service, maybe pay a fine or something like that. Obviously, I think you do have to pay a fine because there was a lot of damage, like police cars got damaged, and they take those things into account. But I'm pretty sure he could work that out some way. He won't do jail time. I think it's almost 0% chance, unless he does some other stuff, that he does jail time. Community service, pay a fine. Now, here's the thing, and this is why I hope that he learns how powerful his voice is, and also he has to learn this one thing, that you might have the greatest intentions, but bringing your supporters together without the proper structure, like the same way how they act in your chat, now they're outside thinking that there's no repercussions. So no jail time. He's just gonna pay a fine. It's gonna get knocked down. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, he just can't do this type of shit again, bro. Yeah, he just can't do this type of shit again. Like, you know what I mean? Or if he's gonna do it, you gotta do it at a venue. If you do it at a venue, it'll be fine. You have security, you have wristbands, certain type of protocol where there's not too many people that could overrun authority. I think you'll be fine. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. In the internet world, which I think this is the fucked up part, is that this is the best promotion Kai Cenat could ever have. So let's say he gets fined $100,000. A lot of money. By the way, he has a lot of money as well. But that's a hefty fine. I seen Adam talk about this recently, and I'll go back to Kai Cenat's video in a while. And he said that, what did he say? He said somebody did some shit kind of similar to that, and they got fined $100,000. Hear what he said.
So regarding this Kai Cenat thing, a few years ago, Lil Xan, when he was at the height of his popularity, he did a meet and greet at a pizza shop in Redlands, California. I think 2,000 people came out. He got fined $100,000 by the city because they had to send helicopters out. Around that time, we did an XXXTentacion memorial event. I think maybe 1,000 people came out, and the city made it very, very clear to us that they weren't going to charge us this time around, but that if we ever did it again, that they were going to charge us a huge amount of money for all the damage and everything. That being said, Lil Xan and me were both not that popular at that time in comparison to how popular Kai Cenat is right now. So, in other words, he really needs people around him to tell him that ideas like this are not okay, because he's going to get the most insane fine, probably legal problems. There should really be some adults in the room to let him know that this was not a good idea.
Yeah, and by the way, if I think I know Mayor Adams, I think Mayor Adams, who's by the way is the mayor of New York City, I think he's going to see that obviously you're going to fine him something, but it's probably better to work with him to have more influence over the youth than to make him seem like the black sheep that you're just trying to punish at all costs. If anything, maybe say, hey, listen, have a meeting with him and the police commissioner. Say, hey, listen, there was a bunch of damages done. we need you to pay a percentage. Let's say it happens to be $100,000, right? By the way, he's making a lot of money. That's what that many people would show up, right? And you say, hey, listen, we need you to do like 150 hours of community service, right? You're not doing no jail time, no nothing. This is what we're going to do. We're going to have you in a very orderly way show up to certain places where underprivileged kids or maybe in group homes or whatever the case is, and you give them a more uplifted message about how they could, stay out of trouble and also end up being successful just like you are. I think that would be the great play here. So the mayor should connect with Kai. Again, a lot of times what I see that people do wrong here is they vilify the influencer or rapper or whoever who has this whatever fame, and they don't see the opportunity to say, hey, listen, let's collaborate. Clearly, the kids that showed up care more about Kai than they care about the authorities, their parents, or anybody else. Don't make this a good thing. Like, collaborate with them, right? Obviously, he has to pay some type of punishment, right? Because it just is what it is. And hopefully that could turn into a good thing, right? So that's how I would think. Then the next thing, look at
this. Look at this. Look at them. They standing like a f***ing unity, bro.
God, we gotta get right here.
I think this is a civil right.
That's right now.
Somebody said you want them to reward the punishment. He's gonna get fined, and they're gonna give him community service. But what I'm trying to say is that if you're the mayor that's having a problem with kids these days, drill music is conquering your whole fucking city. The kids are listening to rappers rap about violence and toting guns, and you have the most popular influencer of the kids that isn't like that. He's a good image, like just all around usually, right? Why not, instead of having picking up trash on the side of the highway for let's say he gets 150 hours of community service, have him show up and talk to these kids and kind of tell them, hey, listen, don't go down the road of violence and getting into gangs. Like, yo, listen to your parents, stream, other ways of you could do things. That helps the community. Some of y'all just be too fucking dumb. You get what I'm saying? Like, again, you have to think about the bigger picture with this. The punishment, obviously, that he has to do it. The second part of punishment is that there's a fine. You get what I mean? You got to work with the nigga because he has more influence than you do. Now, and again, I honestly don't think that he really thought he was going to, and now he knows. Like, bro, he didn't think there was going to be 10,000 people out there. Let me watch some of the video.
I bet. So we out.
Well, this video doesn't do him any favors because it looks like they're relishing in it, but still.
Where the park at?
Right here.
Oh, we out. Okay,
out to the middle. We're out in front. Yo, I can't have nobody bumping into my book bag this time because we see it close to me.
Hey, let me tell you this. The level of fame this guy's at is so crazy. Put it like this. Yo, I seen all them rappers speaking up like, yo, why they doing that to Kai? Yo, let me tell you the truth. Right now, the number, unless you're like a top 1% rapper, let me just even say top 10% rapper. The most lit people are streamers, my guy. Like, trust me. Like, Kai is more popular than 80% of rappers easily. Yo, these rappers could tweet till their eyes bleed. Yo, meet me here. I'm giving y'all my album that won't come out to the whole public for 3 months later. I'll give you the fucking album right now if you meet me. And there might be 200 people. Now, you might be like, well, albums is less valuable than PS5. I think if those same rappers tweet PS5, they're still not causing this. And it's kind of interesting how it's changed because influencers are so much more popular than rappers that, I mean, honestly, the popularity level started with Aiden. Flight was also pretty popular too, but like it wasn't. Once Aiden started pulling like 100K, like name what rapper you think could even pull 100K like if they went live. Uzi could do it like if he don't go live a lot, right? But keep in mind, niggas like Kai, Aiden, they're doing it all the time, right? Drake could pull 100K. Nicki pulls 100K. But like, think about like, I don't know. I don't even want to like call nobody out. Okay, I say, think about Polo G. If Polo G goes live right now, like you might have 10,000 people. That's the craziest thing about it. And like, he's the artiste. He's the guy who sells so many tickets. But he has 10,000 people watching him. Like shit, I'm over here streaming. Like we got 10,000 just on one YouTube channel. I think on Rumble, how much we have on there? We have 8,000. So it's kind of like, it's crazy how this live streaming shit is like made shit different.
Back up! You
Splitting up.
Yo, you ever heard the saying, well, Kanye said it, no one man should have all that power. Kai Cenat has so much power. Like, he's NBA YoungBoy for kids, but he's a streamer. Like, he could do, I'm going to tell you how much anything Kai could do. Kai could walk into a label right now. Well, he probably already have these offers. And he could say, yo, I need $15 million. I want a $15 million deal with whatever one of y'all companies that's going to give it. This is what's going to happen. Any artist that comes on my stream, I get a percentage of their contract just off for the promotional aspect. You get what I mean? And I want my own label. And they'll be like, oh, take this $15 million, Kai. Anything you want. That's what, again, obviously, you start to project when you see just how lit somebody is. If I was him, you know what I'd do? This is what I would do. I would have took this shit to the Barclays, and I would have did like J. Cole did this back in the day. Like, make the tickets like $1 or something like that. Now, obviously, you're going to pay money because you're losing money doing this. But just bring the shit to the Barclays. Or shit, like, you know what I mean? All them niggas would be coming on the stream. Get like 5 rappers to pop out and just have like, I like what Gilly just did. Gilly did Gilly Fest and he had all these rappers pop out. Let's do fucking AMP Fest or Kai Fest. That should be crazy. They could literally do an arena. Somebody says, yo, Ak, you'd be that guy if I streamed on a reliable schedule. This isn't, well, obviously, Kai and them, they do stream more than me, but that's not what it is. Let me tell you this. And this is why, I'm probably, when it comes to like new streamers and new content creators, like jealousy doesn't even like, I'm Big Ak. I'm the fucking legend. Like, I mean, there's nothing, I did what I needed to do, but I'm happy for guys like this who are way bigger than me because the audience he connects to, I can't connect to. Nigga, I'm in my 30s. Like, yo, there's a 10-year-old there waiting for PS5. Which fucking 10-year-olds listen to me? Like, there's no 10-year-old, like maybe like if they're into like YoungBoy and I'm talking about YoungBoy or some shit, but like this kid got it. This is how clout works. Like, remember when X was popping? Like, there's that age always kills this. That's what I'm saying for Kai. Like, Kai won't be this when he's 30. Like, and that's not hating. You get what I mean? But once your fan base starts getting a job, they're not running to Union Square, committing felonies, jumping on cars and getting arrested for a glimpse of you. That does not happen unless you're Michael Jackson. Okay? That's just how it works. So like right now, he has all of the 16-year-olds. You ever realize the person who's the most lit always has the most amount of 16-year-olds? Like, just think about it. Like, everybody says YoungBoy has one of the craziest fan base. Ironically, them 16-year-olds don't got no money, but still, numbers matter. You know how impressive this is? And that's what I was saying. I was saying the $100,000 means nothing. Think about this. The amount of press this probably got $500,000 worth of promo alone. You couldn't run ads for this. Actually, this is $1 million promo if you ask me. You're on every news story. Yo, it looks like oh, you're locked up. Yo, bro, I'm telling you, this, if he gets fined $100,000, you take it and smile. And that's what I was saying about the other part of this, because I don't think this is Kai in terms of clout chasing, but some people might look at it and be like, yo, damn, this actually got me more lit, because this only increases fame. Nah, this shit is
I
crazy.
cannot go out there with a book bag.
To Lower Manhattan, and you can see it's a thing. So this Kai Cenat was going to do a giveaway. He announced it on his Instagram feed. And look at this. It's basically become a mob scene there. They're on top of cars. Yeah, this is Union Square.
You see this?
As you can see, I am standing next to the Union Square subway station entrance where it looks like it was closed off because of construction. But look up on top of that. That's what's happening on top of the subway station entrance. There's, I can't even count, countless people up on top of there. They're climbing it right now, as you can see. In fact, if you can pan to your left, they're actually on top of the statue here at Union Square. I've actually got a couple of his followers here with me who can kind of explain to us what they were expecting, what happened. People here, people are putting.
Was there? He was in the crowd for a little bit of time, but clearly this was a
stage first.
1,000 people show.
Hey, it is what it is, man. Salute to Kai Cenat. Again, I hope he just learns from the greater aspects of with this. And by the way, there was some actually good videos that kind of came out in the mix. You know, I think people look at him like, oh, yo, you just caused all this terror and you left. There's videos of him like helping people. Like there's one of his supporters that couldn't breathe, and you know he was trying to help out. Honestly.
I don't know her. Hold on, please.
I just wanted to see you. I just wanted to be here. I can't breathe.
Look, breathe. Look at me. Look.
Yo, the chick can't breathe because she's seen Kai Cenat for the first time. This is a different level of fucking fame. Like, this is a different level of fame, I'm being honest.
She was so good. She was with us the whole time.
Wow. Anyway, good thing for Kai Cenat. As I said, I hope he just learns from the good parts of it, because there was a lot of damage and people did get hurt. And, you know, if he cares about his supporters and cares about other people that might be affected by something that supporters could do, you wouldn't want to repeat this, right? Like, obviously, you do want to meet up with your supporters. Like, shit, I'm doing an event